What do you think this country is? Myanmar, the Philippines, or Cambodia? No, this is Malaysia. Our streets, our people, and our reality. Now let's look at the statistic of poverty in Malaysia.
Malaysia's poverty rate is 8.4%. Now that number alone might not seem shocking, but when you compare it to other countries in Southeast Asia, things start to get little concerning. Take Thailand just next door. Their poverty rate 5.4%. That's way lower than ours. Vietnam even lower at 3.4%. And then there's Singapore at 0%. Zero. No poverty at all. Meanwhile, here we are at 8.4%, sitting closer to Indonesia at 9.03% than to Thailand. That's not exactly something to be proud of. But wait, it gets worse. The Philippines, a country often associated with economic struggles, has a 15.5% poverty rate. That's bad, sure, but it's not that much worse than Malaysia. Cambodia, 16.6%. And then there's Myanmar at a devastating 49.7, almost half the population living in poverty. Now obviously, we're nowhere near at Myanmar's situation, but here's the thing. Should we really be comforting ourselves by saying, well, at least we're not Myanmar? Shouldn't we be aiming to do better? Think about it. 1 in 12 Malaysians is living in poverty. That's not just some statistics. It's real people. It could be your neighbor, your friend, or even someone in your own family. So yeah, Malaysia isn't the worst, but we're also not doing so great as we like to believe. And if we don't start taking this seriously, we could fall even further behind.
Eradicating poverty is an act of justice, unlocking human potential. Yet, nearly half of the world lives in poverty, with hunger and disease claiming thousands daily. Together, we can provide food, eliminate disease, and offer everyone a chance to prosper. The impact of poverty. When people live in poverty, they often lack basic necessities like clean water, nutritious food, and healthcare. This increases the risk of disease and malnutrition. Imagine not having access to medicine or clean water. It's heartbreaking to think of how many lives are affected daily. Importance of reducing poverty. Poverty doesn't stay in one place, it spreads. Extreme poverty can lead to social unrest, economic instability, and conflict. When people are desperate, they may resort to extreme measures for survival. Reducing poverty helps create a more stable and peaceful world.
There's a number of us donating resources to our NGO to contribute to the fight against poverty.
Okay.
How many meals eat a day? Three. Minimum of three, yeah. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, lah. Minimum. And you eat it like clockwork, right? Oh, whether you feel hungry or not, still hungry. Lunchtime already, not hungry, but still going to eat. Why? It's a habitual thing. Correct? I mean, a lot of people are like that. Those who can afford it. But put yourself in the situation of the others, where I only eat when I'm hungry. I got no breakfast, lunch, dinner kind of thing, you know. Take a look. Come. This is in Sempona. All these children, okay, they are kids who 5 years old, 6 years old, to early teens, a regular meal is not promised.
So even if I start today at 1,000 meals a day, and assuming there will be interruptions, I may not even hit that 150,000 by end of the reason why we are able to hit that 150,000 is because we started way much earlier. Last year, January, February, I already started pushing my team maybe, hey, we need to do it. You got 1 week holiday, 2 holiday, and relax. But by the time we hit February, we think, start gearing up again, we start. Because if you don't do it now, you're going to regret it when the time comes. So it's a lot of foresight. It's a lot of pre-planning. You really cannot wait. You know, sediakan payung sebelum hujan. Money.
So you sell the product and get the fund.
Yes, that's the idea, but it's still very difficult. However, what we do is we do get corporate sponsors like CIMB who will pay for this. Danger is we don't make a profit from this, enough to cover costs. The reason being we put it at a low price because we want to make it affordable. Even at the price of 10 ringgit, now you're talking about 1.5 million. Just for to be donated and given freely. So the biggest challenge is of course money-wise. But there are also a lot of other challenges involved. Some of it. Logistics is always an issue. You ask her and see, you ask her, okay, during the flood, we are in and out, in and out, in and out. Go to Kelantan, how are you going to carry all this one shot?
There's no way they have to come back.
Yeah. We have to deploy, set up a small base over there, convoy going in daily. One truck can maybe carry up to 1,000 sets. Just imagine, one pickup is 1,000 sets. So to send 150,000, a lot of trucks required. There's the cost of it also. People worry, can my cars go through or not? Do you know how to go through is there danger involved or not? Every time you drive long distance, driver can get sleepy. Accident cases can happen. There's always a risk there. That's another challenge. We try to minimize by working together with police, bomba, all that. They will tell, okay, I got a center there. I will send the army or I will send my police truck, come pick up from here and we send it. There's one way of minimizing it, but it's still a challenge. There are two communities that we're looking at. One is the receiving and one is the giving. The receiving, you won't see an impact or obvious impact because they are receiving. As long as they get food to eat, there's no issue. For the giving means the NGOs, the agencies involved. Yes, I've seen an impact because now they are talking about using RTE, this is called ready to eat RTE meals, because they realize how much easier and safer it is to give this kind of food than our previous ways of doing things where we are cooking. Now I can deliver 3,000 meals anywhere in Semenanjung within hours using only even 3 people. I can send to multiple sites. One out in Johor, one in Kelantan, one in Kedah, can. As long as I have it. As long as I have the car. There are many ways. If you guys own companies, you want to be involved, you want to sponsor the meals, also can.
Today, over 700 million people still live in extreme poverty, struggling to meet basic needs like food, shelter, and healthcare. That's why we're raising awareness about SDG goals number 1, not poverty, a global commitment to end poverty in all its forms. Poverty isn't just a lack of money, it's limited opportunity, inequality, and barriers to a better future. But change is possible. By advocating for fair wages, quality education, and social protection, we can create a world where no one is left behind. Join us in spreading awareness and taking action. Together, we can make no poverty a reality.